brothers? What it do, my sisters? To all of my kinfolk and my knee G's out there, y'all already know, back at you again. What up, tribe? Check this out. Y'all already know how I like to set shit up, right? So let me show y'all this. Y'all see that right there? I see that. That is called a CB. Actually, it's called a CB radio. And basically, a CB radio is a tool, a device that us truck drivers, even the average Joe, can use at home to communicate with other people that might be like a long distance, like a mile or 2 miles away. If you have amps, well, let me say this. If you have a home base station, basically you have your CB and you have like an amp that's hooked up to it, or an inverter, basically to boost the power, boost the signal, you can actually get further than, like a mile or two when it comes to reaching out, to listen to people and also to talk to people. Now, the reason that I showed y'all that is because in this episode of Highway Story, it comes to you courtesy of your boy. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, fam. I had recorded this video 2 times yesterday. So I decided to re-record it today and crunch everything down. So if I'm talking a little bit too fast, y'all gotta forgive me. But also at the same time, I understand the importance that everybody patient level is not the same. And attention span is not the same. So, further ado, let me go ahead and get into it. It was 2011, and I was driving for Snyder. And the thing that I really enjoyed about being over there, y'all heard me say enjoy. The thing that I really enjoyed about being over there is because my dispatcher used to give me these long runs. So I used to love that. Used to go back and forth from Detroit all the way down to Laredo back up to Detroit, and then from Detroit come back down to Indianapolis and do a 34-hour restart. And the reason I was doing the 34-hour restart in Indy was because Snyder actually has a terminal in Indianapolis on the east side. Actually, off of say 21st and Shadeland, or the east side. So this one particular time was coming up my restart, and it was a load for me that was already at the yard. So dispatch was like, yo, I'm have you take this load down to Jackson, Mississippi. You're gonna get unloaded in Jackson, then you got enough time where you can head on over to Hattiesburg, get reloaded in Hattiesburg, then head over to San Antonio, get unloaded in San Antonio, and then from there, Laredo. So it's like, all right, cool. So, picks the load up, make it down to Jackson, Mississippi. I'm feeling good. I'm like, yo, I'm back home and whatnot. Both sides of my family is from Mississippi. We got family in Canton, Clarksdale. My great-grandfather is originally from Philadelphia, Mississippi, where all of the Choctaws come from and whatnot. So yes, Choctaw, the blood, it is in my bloodline. But and that comes from my daddy's side of the family. I do believe on my mama's side is something. It might be Chickasaw or even Cherokee, but it's in my DNA. Anyway, so I get unloaded, and now I'm headed to the truck stop. Now it's the weekend, And typically at the truck stop on the weekend, a lot of the drivers, they get a little loose, kind of, you know, relax and whatnot. And it's a lot of talk that be going on the CB. Now, I forgot to kind of tell y'all, another part of this video is talking about mentors. I'm going to get to that at the end. Just keep that in mind, a mentor. So, as I'm pulling in at the, I believe I might have been at the Flying J out there in Jackson, feeling good. I'm like, man, I'm about to get me some truck stop food. God damn it, I'm about to get me a beer. That's when I was smoking cigarettes. I was like, I'm about to smoke me a square. That's a Midwest thing right there. Midwest would say squares. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm like, man, I'm about to get me some truck stop food, drink me a beer, smoke me a square. I'm like, man, I'm straight. I'm good. So, like I told y'all, I was with Snyder, and I probably had about a year up under my belt of driving. So I really didn't know shit. I didn't know the slang. I didn't know the language. I was still learning. So a driver gets on the CB and he says, hey driver, anybody trying to play cornhole? So my dumb ass, I jumps on the CB and I'm like, yeah, driver, you know, I'm trying to play cornhole with you. You know, where you at, driver? You know, shit, are we gonna do dollar games, $2 games, $5 games, $10 games, $20 games? You know, how you wanna do it? You know, I'm all down. So, everybody that heard me, they picked up the, when I say handle, this is what I'm talking about. See if I can pull it out real quick here. This is what I'm talking about. This is a CB handle. So everybody grabbed their handle and you know, motherfuckers was laughing at me. They was talking. Ooh, they was talking cash shit about me. You know what I'm saying? And luckily for me, it was a veteran driver had wound up. What the hell? A veteran driver had wound up getting on the handle, and he said, driver, he said, I personally do not know you, but you sound like you kind of don't know what the hell is going on out here. He said, how long you been driving? I said, man, I only been out here for a year. He said, driver, you don't know shit. He's like, I'm gonna tell you something. He said, the man that's you can drive your truck or 004 tomorrow. So the man, he said, the language down south is, because it was a homosexual man. All right. He said, when they want to, you know, do their thing and whatnot with other men, other homosexual men, the code word is cornhole. And he said, you know, he wasn't talking about playing the game with you. He was like, you know, he was gonna play a game with you, but it wasn't gonna be the game that you thought. You know what I'm saying? So he said, you know, driver, he said you need to find you an old school or a OG, you know, that can put you on, that can lace your boots up, that can tell you what to do, what not to do, and all this other stuff. So I was like, all right, cool. So after the man had said all of this, the old school, the dude that had said what he said about the cornhole, he jumps back on the CB and says, "Hey driver, you still want to play cornhole?" Like, hell no, I don't want to play no goddamn cornhole with you. I was like, motherfucker, I'm from Four Deuce. I was like, this is Naptown over here. Woo, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, people jump back on there. They was like, oh, it's like, you got a little heart now. So, you know, it is what it is, man. But at the end of the day, the message of this highway story is it's okay to have a mentor. Somebody that has been there and done that before you. Somebody that can help you out and guide you along the way and make things just a little bit more smoother for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, as always, fam, y'all already know. Peace, love, and joy. Holla. What it do, fam? If you like the content that I'm putting out for Highway Stories, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and share. And as always, peace, love, and joy. Holla!